Good afternoon, folks. Let me begin by saying that the degree of cooperation between local, state, and federal officials down here has been remarkable. I want to thank our FEMA director for leading this national effort, but Governor DeSantis, Senators Rubio and Scott, Congressman Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and Mayor Gaba, they've all cooperated in ways that I haven't seen in a long time. And it's really a testament to how difficult things are down here, and it's what, quite frankly, we miss a lot. You know, we've all been working in tandem from the moment we got the news of the collapse of the building. And I think my colleagues will tell you we cut through the bureaucracy. The one order I gave the federal folks was no bureaucracy, just cut through it, get to whatever they need. That's why we decided to cover, for example, 100% of the search and rescue cost for the first 30 days. Not done often, but necessary here, in my view. And FEMA is going to provide temporary housing and other urgent needs for the survivors. State Department is expediting visas for family members from other countries, and there are from Latin America, South America, Europe, Israel. And I want to give a special shout out to the first responders. International Association of Firefighters, one of the best organizations in the country. And I particularly want to thank the president. Ed came down from Boston, and he's here with the entire group. You know, these folks are always showing up, no matter what. They're risking their lives. You know, there's that old expression, I know the press that travels with me is tired of hearing me saying, but I'm not tired of saying it. And that is that old expression, God made man, then he made few firefighters. They're remarkable, remarkable people. They're always risking their lives to save lives, as well as the police and other first responders. I got to meet with a whole bunch of them. And we're able to deploy nearly 500 personnel, including 5 other search and rescue teams on the ground today here because of our FEMA director ordered it. I want to compliment FEMA, and I might add, all those folks are risking their lives to save lives, but also holding out hope that those will be found. Hope springs eternal. When I talked to those first responders, I pointed out that they're under a great deal of stress, and we should take advantage, they should take advantage of the mental health facilities that are going to be available, because, you know, we talk about our military suffering from post-traumatic stress. Well, seeing what they're seeing, doing what they're doing, understanding how much trauma is involved, I just don't want them thinking that they should walk away from help if it's needed. You know, they stand together, and it's really impressive. And there's also the need, in addition to state and local assistance, to determine the cause of this collapse and the adjacent buildings, how safe they are. There are 2 outstanding concerns. First, the remaining buildings may collapse. The remainder of the building may collapse. We need to determine if it's safe for first responders to return to the site to continue their rescue mission. That's being done right now, and that's why I asked the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NHTSA, to investigate to see if it's safe to go back and what caused the building to collapse in the first place. Because we're committed not only to recover, but to restore the safety across the board. But the other reason I came down was to meet with the families. The whole nation is mourning with these families. They see it every day on television. They're going through hell. And those who survived the collapse, as well as those who are missing loved ones. I realize I'm a little late because I spent a lot of time with the families, a whole lot of time. And I apologize for taking so long to get here, because I thought it was important to speak to every single person who wanted to speak to me. So after what you all covered when I opened up the meeting, I spent the remainder of the time, and such incredible people. I sat with one woman who had just lost her husband and her little baby boy. Didn't know what to do. I sat with another family that lost almost an entire family, cousins, brothers, sisters. And to watch them and they're praying and pleading that, God, let there be a miracle. Let there be something happen for me that's good. Because I have, like many of you do, some idea what it's like to suffer that kind of loss. So many of them are suffering. You know, they had basic heart-wrenching questions. Will I be able to recover the body of my son or daughter, my husband, my cousin, my mom and dad? How can I have closure without being able to bury them? If I don't get the body, what do I do? Jill and I wanted them to know that we're with them and the country's with them. Our message today is that we're here for you as one nation, as one nation. And that's the message we communicated. We'll be in touch with a lot of these families continuing through this process. But there is much more to be done. We're ready to do it. And again, I thank the governor. I thank my colleagues, Senator Scott and Senator Rubio. I thank Debbie Wasserman Schultz for their total, complete cooperation. There's no disagreement, no bickering. Everybody's in the same team. It's what America's all about. It's about pulling together, leaving nobody behind. And that's what made me feel, the one thing that made me feel good about this is the cohesion that exists. There's no Democrat or Republican out there. They're just people wanting to do the right thing for their fellow Americans. So may God bless the victims and their families, and may God protect our first responders. And I'll take a couple questions right now.